Brad here with Years of Years, and it's This Day in Disney for February 9th.
February 9th.
Yeah. Today we are going to 1986, the good old 80s. Were lots of fun. And on this day, unfortunately for some, maybe many, Magic Journeys closes at EPCOT.
Yeah.
And it's actually going to go ahead and reopen at Magic Kingdom, but not until 1987. Magic Journeys actually premiered at EPCOT over near Figment. Yeah, in the theater with what's going to replace it. Yeah,
JSA Creations right there. 3D printed ears.
These are 3D printed, yeah.
3D printed with all marvelous colors.
I don't know. We have just become such a fan of their ears and just the 3D printing. It's so well made. They work really hard, but go check them out. JSA Creations. Can you put that below so you can see it?
So
yeah,
celebrating Figment in but an old neighbor.
Right. So Magic Journeys. This was going to be what would replace it, both in this location and the one at Disneyland as well.
Came to save the world.
That's right, Captain EO. So one thing, I don't personally remember seeing this. I think maybe you did.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
It looks so familiar to me. I don't know how I saw it, or maybe I saw it somewhere else, like at one of the other. But I saw Captain EO on my first trip to EPCOT, so I couldn't have seen it.
Right, and what I'm wondering from you guys, tell us, did you see Magic Journeys? And if you did it have the interactive seats, or was that new to Captain EO? I'm pretty sure that was a newer technology, and this was just a theater with regular stuff in there. So, Magic, well, this was it. This is what they made until Captain EO. So really,
it's really interesting. Like, I'm not just wearing this Figment shirt because of Figment. I'm also wearing it because of the tie-dye and the psychedelia. Like, but it's easy to call this film like psychedelic. Okay, it's better to call it surrealist.
Did you read the comments when I had you watch the video? Yeah, lots of people in the comments were like, haha, this one's pretty. I won't repeat the things that they said, but you know, going along with the 70s and the 60s and the things that people were doing.
Absolutely. I wasn't even gonna go there, but I mean, it has a very like haunting like quality, but
it's
a lot of things of that era and time did. I remember watching a lot of television that was intended for myself as a child, and it was always muted and sepia toned and like creaks and cracks and slow syncopated haunts, you know, and some of that is here. There's also circus. Yeah,
and there's a clown that I'm sure terrified
in a toy room.
People. It's very strange.
3D butterflies.
Yeah. So, just Wet Enterprises, you know, were responsible for it, and it was a presentation. It ran for 11 years at 4 different parks. So not only EPCOT, but Magic Kingdom, Disneyland, as we mentioned, and then also over at Tokyo Disneyland.
Yes.
So, I mean, it was popular, apparently.
I think it was certainly an experience, and it was 17 minutes to watch.
16,
so
17.
You add the queue. I mean, they wanted to keep it because it was keeping people occupied.
And some of the comments that I read in watching it, the people who did see it said that the 3D was really good. Like, it wasn't back when you just had the red and blue little paper. This was like a real 3D, and people enjoyed that quality. So I think if you saw it in 3D, it was a lot better. One of the people in the comments said if you squint your eyes, you almost see the 3D quality.
No, and when I watched it, I mean, it's very clear when you watch the 2D version which elements are intended to be 3D because of the composition and just the narrative.
Yeah.
But it's very good.
So Murray Lerner was the one who you know, directed it. And then for the music, this was the Sherman Brothers. Yeah. And it's very different from the music, at least that we're familiar with them doing.
It's quite a diversion or foray for them.
And I kind of really love this about the Sherman Brothers, because it just shows, I mean, they did so much, and they worked in different genres, and they were flexible like that. Just highly talented.
Yeah, I think what's most surprising about this, and I would have to look at like the full, you know, music and score and everything, how much they were responsible for. If they were responsible for all of it, they really explored like prog rock. There is a lot of prog rock like elements of it, like, you know, just that Genesis vibe of the time, you know, just the previous time. They definitely, I mean, there's even imagery of like soaring over mountains and stuff that just has that prog rock feel. So it's very interesting.
It is interesting. Yeah. But then there's like almost complete lack of music, and you hear the children, they do stuff with the children's voices and stuff like that, that it's interesting. You're gonna have to go watch it. We found it very interesting. It takes 17
minutes, but it's worth the heritage.
You know, but this was there, right, with Journey to Imagination, with Figment, and
very appropriate location.
This is when you had now I'm forgetting his name.
The Dreamfinder?
The Dreamfinder. You know, this is all the beginning, and he was out there
holding
Figment. You could sit and get your picture and talk to him and stuff. So this is what you got to view. And I loved...
just think how zany that was. I mean, he was almost kind of a merry prankster at the time in that locale, you know? I mean, not just a professor of the impossible.
I don't know. But I love the cue for Figment, the original cue. So I wonder what the cue for this was like. Goodness, tell us if you remember. I think some of you do. And I'd like to hear in the comments.
How did they get you ready for this?
And what did you think of it? Did you enjoy it? And I did see comments on the video of people really enjoying it. So I'm hoping you guys did too. And I can't wait to hear all about it. So yeah, that's it for this day in Disney.
Have your own magical journey.